You're back with us. 2 minutes and 14 to play here in the third quarter. Cyrus Maggia connects on the first shot. Chance now for us to take a look at this BMEG Power Move brought to you by Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. Power Move indeed. Cyrus Maggia pockets 2 free throws. And he has an 11-point game.
Alaska finding baskets, critical baskets, especially when Barangay Ginebra is making their runs. So,
when on the other hand, it's not happening for Barangay Ginebra.
Every time 2 points na lang yung lamang ng Alaska, Ginebra can't find the basket. And once they start missing, Alaska gets on a run.
Missed by Baguio from the outside, Salvacion and company have it. Ginebra deciding to rest its import. In fact, both clubs have decided to rest their imports. Tony De La Cruz ended up with his first foul. Alaska with its third team foul. And Eric Menck's on the line for a pair. What a difference Menck makes when he's healthy, and he is there to provide the muscle that Ginebra so badly needs in that shaded area. Don't forget that Hanes is our official underwear here at the PBA.
Of course, one thing when he's healthy, it's important that he's there. Plus also having the right mind frame. We talked about how in game one, one of the many Barangay Ginebra players that seemingly did not have the same passion that we were used to seeing. But here in game number 2, kitang-kita natin na iba yung pinapakitang laban ng Barangay Ginebra.
You know, because they do not want to fall behind by as much as 2-0 in the series. Don't forget, the winner moves on to play Talk and Text. Has been waiting. That is waiting, of course, for a semifinals opponent. In the meantime, referee Kilingenses stepping on the line by Kablay.
And you can see now for Alaska. Remember, at about this point, Alaska was starting to field in its second unit, and there was a period in which Simpson, Baguio, and Tenorio were all out of the bench. Now it seems like more conscious effort to at least leave 1 or 2 of them there on the floor just to make sure na hindi ulit mangyari yung nangyari sa first half na nagkaroon ng run yung Ginebra.
And Cortez with his second basket, he has 4, making it 58-55. 50 seconds remaining. Bognatan, 7 on the shot clock. Baguio's been trying from the outside. Finally nails a long play, and he has 14 points.
Second three-pointer for Cyrus Baguio. And as a team, Alaska really not a team that shoots a lot of three-point shots. It's basically their last option, seemingly. And there, like you said, shot clock winding down. Cyrus Baguio didn't see anything happening for his team. Had to take the 3.
And it's drilled in. 15 seconds on this offensive set for Barangay Ginebra. Salvacion, they're setting him up for this one. Salvacion with his first trio.
Barangay Ginebra trying to get away with playing 4 small men and only a solitary big man here. Of course, more offense, but they're going to have problems if Simpson is going to get that deep in the post because they only have 1 big man in Eric Menck.
Simpson with 17. I like your point about the fact that when he plays very deep, good things usually happen. And Bognatan, that's Reynolds' game. He's not going to look at the shot clock just before the quarter ends. He's going to go, and go. And so at the end of 3 quarters, Alaska managing to stay with its heads above the shoreline. 63-58. A thriller of a fourth, I'm sure, awaits all of us. Just were a boxing match wherein we just stepped out of the middle rounds. Alaska still managed to outscore Ginebra. They're 23-19 compared to that second quarter where Ginebra really had everything going for them, limiting Alaska's output. What's going to give in a game that's been fought this way, Jason? What do you anticipate as possibly the factor that could tell the difference for either side here?
You know what's been a telling factor? Defense. First quarter, Ginebra shooting at 30%. Didn't get lost that quarter. Second quarter, Alaska shooting at about 30%. Lost that quarter as well. Last up in the third, Ginebra limited to only 33%. Could only score 19 points. And they lost that quarter. So it's all about making the opponent shoot bad shots.
Cyrus Baguio, you sense that he wants to take over this game, asking his teammates to get on his back already with 16 markers. Keep in mind, he was our best player in the first game. Simpson shot short. Well, nothing could not control it. Salvacion hit a 3 earlier before the third quarter ended. It's a 7-point lead anew for Barangay Ginebra. This is something we've always known about Sunday Salvacion, even when he was playing for the College of St. Benilde.
Miscommunication on the part of Alaska. Sunday Salvacion, the moment he gets his feet under him, that's when he's a very potent shooter, and he's made 2 3-pointers here in the second half.
Out of a total of 4 attempts. And the lead is just 4. There's a crowd in there.
Sikip, no? Masikip yun. No choice for Barangay Ginebra but to converge on every possession that goes down in the block, because again, they're trying to get away with having this time around Christopher Daniels as their big man, and on that 2-3 zone, puro maliliit yung nilalagay nila. It was JC Intal and Sunday Salvacion.
Just to go back to that thing about the crowd that Simpson seems to love operating in, tinataas lang yung kamay niya. Sige, pagkagulo kayo dyan.
18 points, 13 rebounds. But the one thing that he's not doing well, that he did well in Game 1, was make his free throws.
Now he made 2 and increases the lead of Alaska to 6 as we hit the 10 and 20 mark of the final push. Total of ilan ba? 7 ba yan or 9, Roy? Ano ba yan? 19. One person here writes in hieroglyphics. You write in, I don't know, Latin yata yan. Anyway, we get it across. In the meantime, wow! Cortez has been fighting for that.
That's just a pretty move coming from Mike Cortez. Breaking down the defense with his dribble, and then finally gets to a point in which he can make that shot over the outstretched arms of Simpson.
They give it to Tenorio, his second personal foul. Each side with a team foul so far in the fourth, and Cortez completing the 3-point play. Much closer now, 3-point distance between the two sides. Cariaco's back in the game. Great play. No matter how it goes. Everybody from Ginebra was thrown off by the alleged handoff they were trying to create with Cariaco at the top of the keyhole area.
It all started out very well. They pressured this ball very well, but then there's a hole right there, a gap between Sunday Salvacion and De Ocampo. Tony De La Cruz sees it, and going back to the free throw line, and Simpson for that 3-point play, which he converts.
De Ocampo with his 5th foul. Chiqui Reyes has this report about the last huddle of Alaska.
Thank you, Sev. You know, after 3 quarters, it's still anybody's ball game, and this is something that Alaska doesn't want, because it gives Ginebra a huge opportunity to make a big run and take the game. Here in the fourth, Coach Tim wants more touches for everyone. Ball rotation is essential, as this would create the rhythm that they need. He also wants the aces who do not have the basketball to dive towards the basket and get a chance to score off a pick and roll. Sev, Jason?
You know, Cortez on the other side, gentlemen, and Cheska, of course. Cortez scoring the last 5 points of Ginebra, but Simpson willing that inside the basket.
Oh, sinagot ng 5 points ni Simpson, and now that was pretty because the guy's a good 6'6". Tapos nalusutan niya yung ganung mga maliliit na player na pailalim eh.
Para Spider-Man, gumawa ng whip sa basket. Well anticipated. Daniels picking this up, pushes it hard. He'll go all the way.
That time around, Tony De La Cruz asking for a little bit too much in that pass. Barangay Ginebra, active hands to get another turnover for themselves.
And the mood of the ball game is that every possession matters here. So they'll run for it, attack it. Hognathan's shot does not work.